Ready for action. I need a weapon. I need a weapon. All right, man, drop your weapons.
Drop them.
I need a weapon. Lord Vader, heads up.
Heads up.
A little help here.
Welcome to Mark Smacks Hawaii, the channel. Yes, a newer, cleaner, more sterile channel. Oh, or did I leave something behind? Yes.
Can't be caught standing around doing nothing.
It's Sunday. We're in the phase of whatever. So, I got some news, but you know, this really isn't the news people. Yeah. But interestingly enough, ouch. I need to start with.
Standing by.
I'm going to start with. I can't seem to put the old stuff, away. Oh, by the way, I've been sick 2 days now. I think today I might have. I don't know. I feel good in the morning. I think it's okay. And I kind of get really empathetic to, those who catch something. You have a fever, you can't think. Like, seriously. It's like you're limited down. It's like it narrows down because the fever starts taking your brain. So you're just like, it's not like you can't think. It's like you don't want to. It's like, forget. It's like you don't want complexity at all. That's why I didn't know if I was going to do this one today. So I don't have to either. But I didn't want complexity. It's like say I know a little bit about UFOs because I'm a fan. Ooh, are they out there? Are they real? Are they not? Oh, there was the one in the 1950s. Don't forget Roswell. And I seen that picture, and that was a fake. And Tic Tac. Why did they call it Tic Tac? Because it looks like a Tic Tac. Right? There's all these different stories. Here's UFOs when you're under the fever. Flying things. They don't know. Go away. That's what it's like. And you get heat sensitive. So anyways, I think it's over. I've done this before. It's from cathetering. I'd give a whole show on that because someone out there might be doing that and it'll be helpful. No, I think I've already damaged my show's popularities for some reason. I gotta get back to crypto. I gotta go with the popularity because that's just the way it is. But anyhow, we're doing the right thing is the right thing to do. Am I talking? Oh, it's an Omni. This Yeti thing, I would just put the gain up there. But we're going to do a little old and new because it is Sunday. And if you go into the war and stuff, they're like, don't touch the evil artifacts. Don't touch the evil artifacts. It's evil. It has been used in rituals.
Trooper reporting for duty.
Be gone, Satan, be gone. And we'll put this thing in, but you can't touch the evil artifacts because your aura extends up, mixes with its curse aura. So you might be a living being, child of God. You have a certain living aura. Even if you don't believe, God still loves you in a way, sort of. Well, God's love is unconditional. It's not sort of loves you. Sorta. You're off to the side. But, you're a creature of the creator. And then the curse thing is like, it's all anti. It's like negative. It's like death and reversal. So, anyways, don't touch the evil artifacts. Now.
Trooper standing by.
Oh, Janet. So we're going to do a little, let's do this fast. Random out of old and random out of new. Random. Oh, I just knocked that thing. Okay, it's right here. Thinking we're having, oh, wow, isn't that marvelous? Okay. The birth of Samson, Judges 13 chapter. The Israelites again did what was evil in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord gave them into the hands of the Philistines for 40 years. There was a certain man of Zorah, the tribe of Danites, whose name was Manoah. His wife was barren, and having borne no children. And the angel of the Lord appeared to the woman and said to her, although you are barren, you having borne no children, you shall conceive and bear a son. Now be careful not to drink wine or strong drink, or eat anything unclean, for you shall conceive and bear a son. No razor is to come to his head, for the boy shall be Nazirite. It means footnote, that is one separated or one consecrated. Nazirite, or God from birth, to God from birth. It is he who shall begin to deliver Israel from the hands of the Philistines. Then the woman came and told her husband, a man of God came to me in this appearance and was most likely of an angel of God, most awe-inspiring. I did not ask him where he came from, and he did not tell me his name, but he said to me, you shall conceive and bear a son. Then so drink no wine and no strong drink, eat nothing unclean, for the boy shall be Nazirite, to God from birth, from the day of his death to the day of his death. The birth of Samson. Next. That's kind of cool. We gotta have something with, it's gotta be random, but the condition here is, it has a rubric. Oh, here's some rubric. Okay, we're going in here. Here we go. From Matthew. Here we get all kinds of horrible condemnations from. Yes, Matthew. All right. Jesus denounces scribes and Pharisees, chapter 23. Then Jesus said to the crowds and to his disciples, the scribes and the Pharisees sit on Moses' seat. Therefore, do whatever they teach you and follow it, but do not do as they do, for they do not practice what they teach. They tie up heavy burdens, hard to bear, and lay them on the shoulders of others, but they themselves are unwilling to lift a finger to move them. They do all their deeds seen by others, for they make their phylacteries broad. Phylacteries. That's why the glove. They make their phylacteries broad and their fingers long. Fringes. Sorry, Jesus. I'm shy. This is brain fog. Phylacteries broad, their fringes long. They love to have their place of honor at banquets and best seats at the synagogue, and to be greeted with respect in the marketplaces, and to have all people call them Rabbi. But you are not to be called a rabbi, for you have one teacher, and you are all students. And call no one your father on earth, for you have one Father, the one in heaven. Nor are you to be called instructors, for you have one instructor, the Messiah. The greatest among you will be your servant. All who exalt themselves will be humbled. All who humble themselves will be exalted. But woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites. Okay, we'll stop there. Okay, that was really good. Yeah, I was getting into that. Get them. Tell them like it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's a big thing where the building collapsed in Florida. I don't know, some weird name, Sunny Surf, Florida. So it's like, oh God. And I really feel bad for them too. It's empathy theme here. Because the thing just collapsed. It collapsed out of sheer nincompoop. I mean, they were going to have a 40-year reassessment. This can go, I think. A 40-year reassessment. Meaning the thing was so old and decrepit that they needed a 40-year report. Okay, what do we got to do? It was all planned to be reconstructed because it's 40 years old and where's its fail points and that was in the works, and they're just kind of dragging it along, and then it collapses. It was like a building going down. It looked like a building, just like a demolition building. Let's see, a little thing. So they have the report. It's like 99 unaccounted for is what they tabulated. One confirmed fatality and 99 unaccounted for. And this one guy was like there looking at the rubble going, like he's like, I want to be optimistic, but and probably not. It's such a before and after, because it's a single event, that people are having a hard time. You know, they'll always have. It's like the first thing of the grieving cycle is disbelief. Like that hit, ever get hit by that? It's like it's like, don't believe it. You ever have somebody tell you your friend's dead? The first reaction is it's surreal. It's like, I don't believe this. It's disbelief. So in this way, I'm just gonna say, I'm not trying to make false hopes or anything like that, but let me tell you a little story. That's right, a story time. God. Okay, this is when I used to go to the healed. This is when I used to go to this beach over here. It's this rocky beach. It's almost a forgotten beach. It used to be topless beach, and then they went downhill from there. Believe me, it's not what you think it is. Anyways, it was a good place to kick back beers and stare at the horizon with, rock and roll in my ears with the headphones. So I did for 20 years of my life. God bless the higher power. Higher power. Anyway, but that's not all. That's a big waste of time, though. But anyway, there was things that happened when I was there, obviously, because there's other people on the beach. And some of the people on the beach were literally, like retired, nothing to do. And you wind up talking to people and, you talk story and get to know their stories. Well, there was this one man, and he was old. I mean, 70, 80. He was a tall, distinguished looking old guy. He's kind of tall. And distinguished looking, I say, because he was from England, and he had a distinct English accent. Maybe that's it. So he was from South. Here's London. And the South area is called Sussex, like South. South. Sussex. That's the area. South. So anyhow, so he was from there, and he had a distinct accent, almost kind of a Cockneyish, but I don't want to say that because I think now you have a wrong accent in your head. Anyway, so I would talk to him. I was like, hey, how's it going? Just blah, blah. And it wound up, he's like this great storyteller. He's an old guy, like 80 years old. He's got plenty of stories. And he's even met Marilyn Monroe in Heathrow Airport. It's like, oh my God. And it's realistic because it really happened with this guy. Here's a guy that met Marilyn Monroe standing in line. And she told me how much she looked like close up and stuff. Like, she looked like she was petite and glowing. It's like, she's a small little woman. She was like white glowing. Anyways, this one particular story, he had this kind of a tremor in his hand, you know, tremor. And we got her, I don't know if it was that, but we started talking about doctors. I don't know, maybe I had an appointment myself. I don't know what it was, but we were just talking about doctors, and he says to me this. He states, I never went to a doctor in my life. I'll never see a doctor. I'll never see a doctor. I'll never see a doctor in my whole life. I never went to a doctor. And I'm thinking, this guy's 80 years old. He's got to be at 5 doctors, right? You know, if you get older, you start picking up doctors. The specialists, the different specialists for different parts of your body that start to, believe me, I'm a 60, and I'm starting to realize, oh gosh, oh, here we go. It's called old age. But there's pieces that start to fall off and not fall off, but I don't know. Well, you get it. Anyways. I'm just gonna put this. Sorry for this. It's a good story, so I'm gonna make sure it's the right level because I'm still working on this microphone. Okay, that's okay. So anyhow, here's this guy. He says he'll never go to a doctor in his life. And I say, why? And he tells me this story. He was a young lad in London, and at that time, it was, you know, a different time in history. Now, he had caught the flu or pneumonia or something or other, and he was in the hospital, probably children's hospital, I don't know. But he was in a hospital building because he had something like flu or pneumonia. And at that time, at night, they would black out stuff because there was blitzkrieg raids of Nazi planes that come over London and bomb. They would just come over and drop bombs on London. And that's what happened. So he's in the hospital. A Nazi plane came over, dropped the bomb, and it hit the hospital and collapsed the hospital. So he was basically buried alive under the rubble of the hospital. And he was buried alive for 3 days. And then they dug him out. And that's the reason why he'll never go to the doctor ever again. Damn you, Nazis! No, I mean, I knew it had to be something different. But there it was. Yeah, here's the paper. I don't know if you want. There's car racing things, and I don't know, kind of back in the day, someone's orchestra. I don't know, who cares? I miss some of the gags, and I'll probably do a newspaper. It takes so long to edit that it's probably not going to be the same. It's just too much. Yeah, I mean, accumulated knowledge, which is good, about how to do this and how to do that. Scientists work to stop a deadly bug. Well, no, go ahead. Yeah, that type of narrating is going all over the YouTube. I'm watching YouTube, and oh my God, get your Saint Benedict medal. Keep it close. Ouch. Are you glad about that July 8th reopening, allowing for fully vaccinated travelers to bypass the COVID-19 testing quarantine? 28%, no, not enough. Prosecutors saw... Oh, wait. Wrong question. Do you agree with the 22.5-year sentence for ex-Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin for George Floyd's death? 26%, no, not enough. Prosecutors sought more. 35%, no, too long. Should have been less. 39%, yes, about right. They lost my category. I don't care. You got convicted of it, good. And the sentencing was according to their standards. Which is basically what the press said anyways. Okay, well, that's it. Have a good Sunday. Drink lots of juice. And stay healthy. Super berry juice. Vitamin C and such. Anyways, that's it. Aloha. Till next time. Oh, reread Shakespeare, Troilus and Cressida, the second half of this really long one. Yay! Bye. Aloha. Hang loose.